Okay, in today's video, we're going to be watching Things You Missed in the Main Sucks episode 8, and I think I said in my original reaction that I was going to do this because there's definitely stuff I would have missed. Maybe stuff I already clocked on, I already knew, but there's probably a decent amount of stuff I missed. Or if not, it's good to go over it again. I will eventually be binging the whole series in maybe three on the first 3 episodes in one video, the next 3 in the other, all the way up leading to episode 9, so I can watch that with a clear head and remembering all over just watching the other episodes, so I can watch episode 9 with a clear head. Yeah. After that's out, also I'll be uploading my whole full reactions to all the episodes. The only episodes I missed is 2, 3, and 4, I believe. No, 1, 3, and 4. Those episodes I didn't do an initial reaction to, so I'll add those in for my binge watching to that video, I guess, just to really clear up a bit. I'll probably will talk about that in the original video. But yeah, sorry, long intro. This is a 6-minute video, but I'll probably pause here and there, so yes, let's get into it. Make sure I'm recording everything quickly. Okay.
So, as everyone is aware, episode 8 of The Amazing Digital Circus is out.
Yep,
like usual, it's packed full of interesting details, Easter eggs, and secrets that you might have missed on your first viewing. In this video, I'll go through all the ones I noticed and give a couple theories as well. I hope you enjoy. So, right off the bat, the episode starts with an animation. The basic plot of it is perhaps showing how Kane and the circus was made, how he took...
I figured that out near the ending because of how it thingied, but it was like a 2-minute stuff. Yeah, I figured that out near the ending of the thing, but I believe Kane absorbed the other AI because of the whole glitching blue stuff. That's what I think I said in the thing in the episode.
Over able or gained control of everything. Yeah. There's various real-life images showed on screen, and one appears to show Kinger's office. We can tell this by the butterfly and chessboard.
Oh, interesting.
He appears to have had a pet dog as well, which is cute. Okay. We saw the first group of humans along with Queenie. There's nothing really to point out here, other than we finally see what they look like. Honestly, some of their designs are quite surprising, especially the
I'm gonna be honest, I actually like Scratch's design. Queen's design is obviously just not king up, but like a female, I guess, as queen, king, chess piece. I wouldn't want to be trapped in whatever that worm looking thing is. I think Scratch's design is the best, but obviously Scratch's design gives the main character energy, to be honest, so, but I do like Scratch's design.
Characters. We also find out that Queenie was the second last of the original humans to extract, with Kinger being the remaining one before Ragatha showed up. From Ragatha's dialogue, it seems that she entered the CNA office in a group because she calls out to other people, but it looks like none of them put on the headset. It's also a little hard to tell, but it seems that Kinger was still fully lucid, so perhaps he lost that at some point after Ragatha appearing. This is probably my favourite scene in the entire show so far, but Kane realises the cast hate his adventures and he goes crazy. Yeah. This is the first of many references to the source material the Digital Circus is based on, being I have no mouth and I must scream. Kane's lines about hating...
I've never actually read I have no mouth on my screen. I believe it's about an AI that traps humans from what people have analysed from, this or something. I haven't actually read it, but regardless, this is great.
Humans, they did do a reference he's superior in the song. And not letting them leave are all direct lines taken from the villain from I Have No Mouth called Am. Kane even says, I am God. Bubbles' lines also link back to the intro at the start. It seems that there were 2 AIs made, being Kane and Abel. Kane was defective but broke free and took over Abel, and this is why he runs the circus. How Bubble knows this is unclear, but their name Bubble is similar to Abel, so maybe they were the other AI. I'll bring this up later. When Kane explains what the adventure is, it's called The Tomb of. This is a cheeky reference to what happens at the end of the episode. Kane dies. The beginning of the episode also linked to this. The beginning shows Kane's creation and the end shows his death. Kane performs a song and uses a piano. This is a reference that goes on throughout the episode, but it's to the song called A Happy Place.
I know, I've actually seen that song, and it has a lot of references. I might do a video show how much time it can predict episode 8. I know Examination, I watched a lot of Examination. I know Examination apparently part into glitch eventually. Also, honestly, the whole time with the song, if you ever watched Tadc Hotel, it's reminded me of Vox. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, yeah.
Animation.
Also
I've mentioned
love
this
the
video
song.
before, but it accurately predicted everything that happened in this episode, right down to Kane torturing the cast and not letting them leave. The Zamination team ended up working on the digital circus, and after the episode came out on Twitter, they showed how they animated that scene. They used their model of Kane for reference, and in a reply confirmed that yes, their music video did in fact inspire parts of the episode. Okay. So we finally have an answer to that long-standing theory, which is really satisfying.
That's nice.
During the song, we also see King without his robe for the first time. Kane is briefly animated in the style of the outros, unlike the intro of the pilot, which was neat. The cast visit the cafe.
I didn't realize it was the outro. I thought it was just referencing the anime episode from episode 5. Yeah.
The Crow's Nest. This was the same area where the picture of Ribbit, Kaufmo, and
I did click on that because they were basically drinking cocoa or hot chocolate or whatever.
Was taken. This was actually teased a few years ago in concept art of the circus, so the last remaining area that hadn't been visited is the carnival outside. Pomni is briefly...
I don't actually know if we'll be able to see, if we're ever going to see the carnival, simply because the circus is already destroyed, basically, so I don't actually know.
Teleported away by Kane. This was a nostalgic reference to the original reveal trailer for the digital circus pilot.
I didn't click on this in the episode, but
as a target for his throwing knives, so it canonically happened, which is funny. Kinger talked about his history working on the circus and how him and the others helped make Kane. Scratch had a tumour in his head, which is probably how they were able to develop the software to insert your brain scan. Okay. He didn't have long left to live, and the circus was a way to extend that. I think by this point, Scratch is a clear reference to the coding line.
I will say, out of everyone here, Scratch looks the most happy, to be honest. I thought he looked kind of happy during the game, right?
Which called a Scratch.
So, okay.
Scratch. After this, Jax realizes the entire circus was real. Everything he did was real, and he's probably regretting all the mistakes he's made. I think this is interesting, because it adds another dynamic onto all of his past scenes. He really did think it was just a silly game.
Yeah, I think that he thought it was a silly game. He thought it was the main protagonist of his own dream or something. And the moment that King was explaining, he went and pulls him so he doesn't actually have to come to terms with the fact that it's being real. He obviously walks out and then has that whole thing.
The scenes in the main hub area are obviously a reference to the pilot, like Pomni looking at herself in the mirror. The upgraded animation quality is staggering. We find out that the fan theory that the characters can conjure things was correct. Each character is tormented based on their fears, obviously another reference to I have no mouth and I must scream. Pomni is attacked by a vicious looking gummy goo. Ragatha's depicts her mom throwing knives at her, and there's other stuff.
I thought that was her mom originally. I don't know if a lot of people actually realise it was her mom. But that is her mom, and also nice cool deal. She doesn't.
So maybe she had siblings, or they were killed by her. It's very ominous.
I didn't actually think of that, to be honest. If that is the case, her mother must be a mad person. Honestly, can we just replace Ragatha with her mother in the circus? She can live here.
Gangle has her art showing her emotions melting before she's hit by a truck. This links back to the previous few episodes. There's
doesn't she get hit by a truck in episode 4?
Going on with Gangle and being ran over. It definitely seems that she was struck by a vehicle as a human, and that's what
could be a theory that she was technically struck by Jax, but Jax got in the circus before us, unless she was in the hospital for a long time. It could be the fact that she was basically hit by Jax because of the whole flashback of him driving down the road and stuff. The actual location doesn't matter. I think Goosebump already said that, but that could be safe.
Of her fears. Zubul is held down by all the various parts, and Jax's shows evil versions of Pomni, Ribbit, and Kaufmo laughing at him. So this means that Jax really did, or maybe still does, consider Pomni.
No joke, this scene, I hate the pause on it, but this scene literally is probably the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in the main circus. Honestly, I haven't watched that in slow motion. I've watched it in slow motion just to see how it looks, and oh my god, it's not fun.
A friend. But he struggles with getting attached to people.
It's also a representation of him being naked with his emotions.
This was a reference to old animations from when the pilot was made. When they took Jax's skin off, it looked like that, and people would draw fan out of it. So it's ended up canonically in the show. The last part where Kane gets deleted is the craziest because there's so much information presented. It's revealed a lot about the show. So when Kinger's on his computer, it shows various details. Like his password was Queenie123, and the system was made in 1996. There's 2 folders.
Is that right? Is that why she's named Queenie in the circus? Because that's Kinger's password, and it was nice connection. Because she obviously wasn't in the circus when the password was made, so I don't know why it would be called Queenie. But maybe something happened, he named it Queen because, whatever.
For the AI and one for the brain scans, which were labelled as obsolete. So this adds to the theory that the characters were all digitally scanned in. Bubble even mentioned this earlier in the episode.
Didn't Kane literally say that he gave him bodies that purposely do the brain scan?
It's obsolete, maybe because it doesn't work correctly. The humans can't remember key details about their lives, such as their names. The other AI, which was the blue one from the intro, has been tampered with, likely by Kane. Its name is 3 question marks. So before Kane gets deleted, there's a bunch of displayed information. Okay. Twitter user Affleck noted down what's said. The first is that the dates Scratch and Ragatha joined the circus are listed.
Oh.
So Scratch joined on October 15th, 1996.
Oh, that's nice. Well.
While Ragatha joined on the same date, but in the year 2000. The Wacky Watch and Bubble Chef were also created on that date. So during the sequence, Kinger accidentally hits the delete key, which is what causes Kane to get deleted. But if you pause and look at some of the text, there's images of Bubbles all over the screen and an anonymous entity which is talking. They swear, saying delete this motherfucker, and then it laughs. So this is clearly not Kinger, and it can't be Kane. He wouldn't want to delete himself.
I think it could be Bubble,
so it leaves 2 options, being
Abel,
either
right?
Bubble or that question mark AI that Kane took over. To be honest, Bubble could be this AI. He clearly dislikes Kane and swears constantly. So it makes sense that he'd want to get him deleted. And lastly, Zubul is able to swear finally because of all of Kane's filters being gone. So that's all of the fun and interesting details I noticed while watching. Is there anything I missed? So
honestly, with Zubul being able to swear, that took me by surprise because I literally it didn't come to my mind that they were ever going to actually swear in the show. Even when Kane got deleted, when she swore, I was like, wait, what? I was like, they can swear because Kane's gone. Also, nice cool detail, everything he already created, it's not really detail, everything he created is gone, completely, even the pictures he put up and all that. Then I think I noticed that in my reaction. Oh yeah.
Sense that he'd want to get him.
There is one talking about their fears, by the way, which 25 minutes long. So I might do a reaction video to that. I am going to do a lot of the main themselves reactions leading up to episode 9. So I might do a reaction video to that. Obviously not now, but a later date.
Deleted. And lastly, Zubul is able to swear finally because of all of Kane's filters being gone. So that's all of the fun and interesting details I noticed while watching. Is there anything I missed? Let me know down below. As always, thanks for watching.
There is probably stuff he did miss, although I wouldn't be able to point it out regardless. I watched this guy for Aspertel content, I probably sure I see him, or the others. Either way, the original video for this will be linked down below. And also, the main series episode 8 already has about almost 50 million views right now as we're recording this. Which is pretty sick. I'm not gonna be happy to see the main series end. When it does end, it's really not gonna be fun, is it? Honestly, the main series is coming to the end literally in June. I think June the 19th. I don't believe I'm away in June. I could be wrong. But I'm not looking forward to the main series to actually come to an end. Because I'm gonna miss it. I did Merle Jones, I missed Merle Jones already. Please, I forgot about it now because I'm consistently reminded of the main series. When it ends, it's I do hope that it gets the same treatment as Merle Jones. I get some music video or some other stuff. Of course, the main series will be alive in fandom, I guess, and stuff like that, like comics and all that. How Undertale fandom's still alive to this day. And other fandoms are alive even after the show ends. Some of Gravity Falls fandoms are pretty alive. I mean, you just got the Book of Bill, I guess. But, yeah. So, also let me know in the comments what you guys, was fun detail was in the main sagas. Or hidden Easter egg or stuff like that. Or tell me what your favourite moment was. My favourite moment, I actually don't know where it would be. Probably Jack's comment that turns out this is all real, to be honest. And obviously King actually finally mentioning that he worked for CNA and the flashback. I wish we got to see more of it. Maybe we will in the last episode to tie it all together. I wouldn't complain. It depends on how long the last episode is, to be honest. Okay, without further ado, see you next time. Subscribe, do your stuff, and yeah, bye guys.